Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are back to play with Glasspool Mimic in Mono Blue. Is Glasspool Mimic the card that's going to take Mono Blue back to the forefront of Merfolk in Modern? I don't know, but we're going to find out. And if you want to find out, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We lost the die roll, because we definitely do that on this channel as well, but we're going to keep this. It's a decent hand. Even though I don't have many creatures, I can go turn 1 Biomancer, turn 2 Copter, and pending what our opponent does, I can opt to play Dismembers first, play turn 2 Copter. Oh, I did win the die roll? I won the die roll. Alright, so that's good stuff. I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted. Usually I don't win die rolls on this show. And as we get into this game, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com, the content site on Commander, Modern, Pioneer, Standard, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders. Mana Traders is the premier place for you to rent Magic cards online. You can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can use my coupon code Nikachu to get 20% off your first 3 months. We're going to thank Mana Traders for being our sponsor.
Is it human?
It's, well, probably. It could be some version of Death and Taxes, Green, White, and Taxes. So I do have the option, I probably am going to exercise it, is after, like, I'll play Copter, attack for 1, but on turn 2, I'll bounce the Ether Vial with Brazen Borrower, and that's going to be really awkward for them. They're going to have a tough decision what they want to do on their turn 3. You know, do I want to play this Vial back? Anyway, we're going to swing in the air with Copter for quite a few turns. If you're a Reboot fan, let me know in the comments section. We've been talking Reboot between rounds. We're going to watch it when I take my lunch break. Watch some Reboot, classic Reboot. Yeah, well, this hand is not that great against humans, but I mean, it has Disruption at least. Yeah, Reboot for the win. Okay, that's humans. Unless they're going to say Slivers all of a sudden. No, it's humans. Sliver. A deck that actually did incredibly well in last weekend's challenge. A ton of humans was in the top. So if you're a humans fan, you should be happy.
Humans players are starving for content.
Sort of. A card I'm not really happy to see is if they have Thalia, because that will undermine everything that we're doing here. And then we can watch Beasties. You know what? I didn't really like Beasties. Beast Wars, Transformers, whatever it was called in whatever your country was. Because I heard that they changed the name of that show pending the region. Followed by Uh-Oh. Oh, you mean... Oh, that show I remember. Yeah, YTV Friday Nights. I remember that game show. Uh-Oh.
That guy all dressed in leather or whatever. What the hell was that?
That is definitely a Canadian thing. I don't think anyone knows about that. What the hell is this? You have multiple 1-drops? Did our opponent have a supremely complicated turn? Okay, I drew a land, which is perfect. Because I can now bounce file and kill whatever they put in play. Let's get some more information. Let's dig for information. I'm probably going to... Honestly, I want to dump one of these Dismembers.
For a show called Reboot, that computer never got turned off.
Well, I mean, the whole series probably takes place in a matter of like 5 minutes or something, because like if you are within the game, if you're within the show, time passes by in like microseconds.
Brother should dress as a Punisher and goop you when you lose, just for a bucket of shit.
Okay, let's attack. Don't dismember my Copter, you son of a bitch! Don't do it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna dump Dismember. And actually, we can bounce the champion. I actually might let this champion just do its thing for a little while. So I'll pass. See if they do anything with the... They have to be tapping the Ether Vial for something. They don't?
Maybe you should just take your shot.
Or maybe they're gonna dismember my Copter? Our opponent sunk a lot of time into this Champion of the Parish move, and I imagine it's only because it's like they were having difficulty figuring out how to curve out properly. Okay, this is a second Champion of the Parish. So it's a second ass. See, this is what we envy. This stupid guy with a sword. Why does he have a sword? What? Okay, well, actually, what is the deal with the champion getting bigger with more humans in play? How does that make any sense? So if I get a crowd of people around me and then they disappear, I still have the strength of the crowd? Does that mean the people in Reboot are experiencing time slower than us or faster? They're experiencing time way faster.
That's 1 whole second.
Yeah, it's 1 whole second. They were complaining about a second. Wait, you're telling me the user play over 20 games in 5 minutes and you can barely play a turn in that much time? Oh yeah, like how does this relate to the user? I never thought of. Now we're going deep. So the user, the game, like things are going by so quickly for the sprites within the computer, but that also means that the user has to be playing the game. These games are, oh no, but the time is different within the games. We do understand that. They do address that. Time,
Because in the computer, it's like they're only gone for like 2 seconds or whatever, right? Or something like
yeah, the game might be like only so much long, but the game, everything going on in the game is so much longer. If you're a champion in a small town, you're a small fish, but the champion of a big city must be a big guy. So we have a pretty good turn next turn where I can go... Actually, we don't. I'm just going to dismember one thing and then that's it. So I really need to draw a land so I can play this Master of the Pearl Trident and attack with the Benthic Biomancer. Thalia's Lieutenants. You ugly. You are ugly. Oh, that Vile Bounce was lethal. We're going to take 7. But at least I get to kill this thing. So we don't take that much damage. Well, now I wish I had the... I really wanted to land there. I could still go for it. I mean, I could play... Trickster is valuable too, though. I'm willing to dump the Borrower. No, but if I dump the Borrower, I can't bounce anything anymore. So what I can do is attack with Smuggler's Copter, Trickster, Champion at the beginning of the next turn. And then we attempt to go for the bounce and creature next turn. I guess that's possible. Guess we'll just play a Borrower on the battlefield. It is worth... If I play Lord... Yeah, I know, we might find a land. If I play Lord attack for 5, that's also valuable. And if I do find the land, I'll bounce this thing with this thing, and I still have a really big board. Okay, I think I can take one more hit. I mean, if I find a land in the next few turns, I can Trickster and Borrower things down, so let's just be aggressive while we can get... We can safely tap out right now, because I don't think we're going to get super punished. I'm going to dump the Lord, because I think now we have enough... I'm going to try to win with interaction. Okay, shields down.
I got all the cards in the world. What are they going to do?
Yeah, what are they going to do? That's a good draw. So we get hit for 7. We go to 6. But still, if we draw a land, we're in good shape. They might leave this on defense. Alright, they don't. Do you die? They might die if we draw a land. Because I can tap this with Trickster, activate Copter, attack for super lethal.
Well,
Glasspool Mimic. Are you useful here?
technically a land.
Can't activate Vault though. Well, I said if I could draw a land, I can activate the Vault. I can attack for 7 and prevent them from ever using Horizon Canopy again. Whatever. I think I just have to attack for 3 in the air, maybe. It's funny, here's our land, but it comes to play tapped. Yeah, I'm just going to attack.
So
We probably are going to win anyway. If I copy the Lord, I don't win. Another Glasspool Mimic. Well, I'll tell you this much. I will play Glasspool Mimic as a land this turn. If Biomancer were Command Speaker, we would have won. Yes, but that is the value of Mono Blue that we do not have access to right now. Okay, so...
Okay, at least tricks or something at upkeep.
Well, that's the plan. Well, I don't need to do it at upkeep. I could let my opponent do something. Like, we have good chump blocks, and they can't tap out too much, either. And we're likely going to win the next turn. Do you play 2 borrows? Yeah, we're playing 2 borrowers in this list. Always to hedge against that damn ensnaring bridge. You never know. The moment I don't play against any ensnaring bridge when I have brazen borrower in my deck, but when I take it out, oh, ensnaring bridge for days. Ensnaring bridge every single day. That's how Magic punishes you. I don't know what it is. We are just playing these cards to prevent our opponent from ever drawing them. That's basically how that's how Magic works. We play these cards to prevent our opponents from drawing them. So I can let my opponent do whatever they want. Okay, this is where we go tappity tappity. Papa Burgundy, thank you very much for the subscription. Congratulations. Welcome to the wave. The great wave. Okay, what do you want to do? That's right, nothing. Ho ho. That life, you're going to pay for it. All right, now we can bounce something and easily attack. This is good too.
It's over.
I have more than enough attackers. They saw enough. So actually bouncing on... I learned that if I bounce Vial immediately, it doesn't do anything. But if I bounce Vial on the second turn, sometimes the third, it's more impactful. We have nothing to bring in, really. We could bring in some Ether Gusts. It interacts with Mantis Rider. That's it. Mantis Rider and Noble Hierarch. Not really a big deal. Actually, I would find that Glasspool Mimic should be very good in this matchup because it'll help us get to Master of Waves on curve. Glasspool Mimic did something, I guess. I wouldn't say it's high impact, though. Okay, I will say this. I don't like having so many Spreading Seas in the deck. I find that Spreading Seas is very clunky against humans, so I'll replace it with a singular Ether Gust. To deal with a random Mantis Rider or maybe a Noble Hierarch. Yeah, humans really wants to get the Vial to 3. Like what you saw, they got stuck on 2 lands for the most part. There's so many things you should be more in charge of. You should be charge of the chat.
I'm reading the chat.
Stare at the chat. MTG Eggs just subscribed. Oh, thank you very much. Let's bring on the primes. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, joining the wave. Why doesn't this... It should be bigger. Okay, can I edit things midstream? Maybe I'm not allowed to. Not midstream. Glasspool Mimic, 2 of them. And the Master of Waves. Alright, let's see how this works. This is probably going to be my turn 3 play. And we have 1 extra for Master of Waves himself. So let's try to get some double Master of Waves action here. Champion. That's a tough call. I would really like to dismember this immediately.
And you should.
This is match 2, game 2. And Glasspool Mimic will be more valuable if we can get it to... It's just that dismembering... Well, I guess we're just going to take 2 extra damage for nothing. Yeah, we might as well do it like this. Okay, we'll play... It's very possible to not play Vial here and just go Dismember Champion, keep your life total as high as possible. But anyway, we'll see what happens. At least next turn I can play Glasspool Mimic and still hold up Dismember. Assuming our opponent doesn't play Thalia. If they do, we can play Mutavault. Meddling Mage. 95% of the time they name Lord of Atlantis. What is it going to be today? Maybe they'll name Smuggler's Copter. I don't know.
Or the Fairy.
Yeah.
Considering it screwed them so bad last time.
Petty Theft. But you don't have Vile out this time. Okay, Petty Theft is offline. You got it. Your Petty Theft is offline. I will not be petty thefting you this game. I know how dangerous it was for you. Oh, now I'm just curving out in lands. Okay, I'm gonna play Glasspool Mimic as my third thing. Because I might actually just start copying creatures at 3 mana. Like, why not? I can play Biomancer, and pending what our opponent does, I'll dismember this thing, or I'll pump up Benthic Biomancer. Yeah, it doesn't even shut off a full card. It shuts off half a card. Anyway, it's a funny name. We gotta love those, those unique things that happen in the modern format. If our opponent plays Mantis Rider, I'll probably prefer to dismember that over the Champion of the Parish, because Champion of the Parish we can like chump block a little bit, especially with Master of Waves, but
blue, red.
But much harder to deal with Mantis Rider in the long run. So we're gonna take a lot of damage here. At least they're not looking at your hand. Well, I guess they were scared of the Mutavault blocking. Yeah, they weren't looking at my hand. This is definitely a situation where I wish Mimic could copy their stuff.
You could just jump with Benny.
No, I think I'm going to keep Benny. Okay, so if we draw a Lord, that'd be great, because that's something I could immediately copy with Glasspool Mimic. Okay, so... if I adapt Biomancer and I completely whiff, that's not good. Okay, I have a few plans. I could chump block. I could just pass, chump block. Well, they don't even know what's in our hand. I don't want to play Glasspool Mimic right now. I really want to I want to play Master of Waves, then tick the Vial up to 3, then play Glasspool Mimic, and then we copy it one more time the following turn. And hopefully that's going to be enough. But I think I needed enough life total for that plan, so I'm going to pass, see what they do. Possible we chump block, then activate. Like, if I tap out to play Glasspool Mimic, copy my Biomancer, that's a pretty crappy line. And they could even attack with Meddling Mage. Do you hear the sound of waves in the distance? Yeah, the waves are coming to the far horizons. The tsunami's on the way. And if they bounce our Master of Waves with Reflector Mage, we can still tick the Vial up again. Yeah, so this might be a good spot to chump block with the Biomancer to keep our life total high enough. And I might loot. Ooh, they're making a lot of creatures.
Oof.
You're gonna copy Meddling Mage? They should copy Meddling Mage and name Brazen Borrower. Am I right?
The other half.
So they get both halves of the card. Yeah, the Clone Wars. It will be the Clone Wars. You're right, Mathematic. So we'll definitely chump, followed by loot. You don't want to attack anymore? Scared? I mean, if I have a Lord, I can double block this pretty comfortably. Okay, we'll definitely chump block this. Actually, I should have looted first to see if that would have changed my decisions.
Lord.
Spring Seas. I will dump that.
Good boy.
Okay. Damage goes through. Take our turn. And we just have to hope our opponent does not have That's nice, but late. Okay, Merfolk. Now we have to do this with the trigger on the stack, and we're gonna get two triggers. So with this trigger on the stack, we're gonna activate this so that both cards see each other, and they're both gonna get 2 elementals each. If I did it one at a time, the first Master of Waves would get 1 elemental, and the second Master of Waves would get 2 elementals. But by doing it this way, I've got 4 elementals. So even if they have Reflector Mage, it's not the end of the world. And then next turn we can play Master of the Pearl Trident into another Glasspool Mimic and really just flood the board with Master of Waves.
It's good. Mayo Dominaria.
Who needs Spreading Seas when you just have millions of waves?
Another one, huh?
Okay, Mantis Rider is interesting because now it's going to force us to, like, win. I mean, it's not over. But, so they attack for 3. But I do have to win in the next few turns. I mean, I'll block everything. I have no problem with that. You really don't want me to petty theft? All right.
And the wizard's in there.
You're not so afraid anymore. Okay, but we are going to get rid of one of these stupid things off the battlefield. And all these elementals will swing for lethal because they'll be like 5/5 creatures or something. They'll be something ridiculous.
And the Muty.
I got to keep this at 2.
Huh.
I don't know if this is worth it.
Actually, probably not, yeah. The Mutable by itself was way more better than...
What can I attack for? So we need to hope our opponent doesn't have Thala's Lieutenant, or can copy the Thala's Lieutenant, or Noble Hierarch to make this thing a 4/4 creature. Is there anything else I can do? I can play Biomancer, Loot, but nothing at... I don't have anything else at 3 in my deck, so... Okay, so let's attack, I guess? Oh, it's probably not necessary. Master Rose has pro red, remember? So Mantis Rider cannot block. Maybe loot before blocks. Yeah, definitely was probably what I should have done. If I knew I was going to loot. 6/6 Mutavault.
That's a thick vault.
Actually, you know what? It might have been better actually to block before loot. Because if I loot first and I find nothing and then they dismember my Biomancer, I'm in trouble. So if I block first, I'm guaranteed the block. Because in their mind, they're like, you know, maybe my Mutavault can block. They didn't know how valuable the Mutavault was to me.
Look at this guy.
I guess I'll just do nothing here.
He's...
All right, please don't play... Don't make your Mantis Rider a 4/4 is all I'm asking. Just don't do that.
He's still living in 2019 playing Phantasmal Image. A better card exists. You should use it.
What, this one?
Yeah.
I don't think they want this card in their deck. They need... Again, like, this is... They're like Simic Merfolk. Oh, no, don't! Okay, good. What is... Oh, okay, Reflector Mage I can deal with. What do you want to bounce?
While the trigger's on the stack, can you get tokens?
Yes. Absolutely. Papa Burgundy gifted a tier 1 sub to Boydzilla. Thank you very much for being so generous. Papa Burgundy. Also to... Oh no, just subscribing it to the channel.
Maybe it's,
so what is getting targeted? The Master of the Pearl Trident. The lone creature in the way, right? Well, I have some bad news for you. The Master of Waves has a long distance family of many waves, many things. Okay, so you absolutely cannot attack.
Yep.
Okay, we win the match. That's right. We did. Now we saw the power of Glasspool Mimic there. Very excellent combination with Master of Waves. I can't say Master of Waves is great in every matchup, but in humans, definitely a stabilizer. Definitely something that we can copy that's not going to just get killed on the spot through Reflector Mage. I mean, if they bounce this to our hand, we get to replay it through the vial anyway. And it was the only reason we won this game. If I had just Master of Waves by itself, probably not. And if these were just lands, also probably not. Although I would really like to have seen... We didn't see it in this game, but there was always the option to play the Glasspool Mimics as lands to get into the Master of Waves to then copy. We did not see that, but that was definitely an option. We ended up just drawing enough lands that we had the option to do one or the other. So, Glasspool Mimic really did show off what we did want to see in this match. And I'm glad to see the Master back into the red zone.
Who's Stephen?
Where's Steve? Huh?
Papa Burgundy is Stephen P.
Stephen P is a patron of mine.
Oh yeah.
Great patron. So anyway, so that is the match. We're going to keep streaming for those on Twitch, but for everyone on YouTube, that's our match for today. So we're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. Also Papa Burgundy, also gifting a tier 1 sub to JADX the Kid. Thank you very much. And we're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Merfolk with Glasspool Mimic in Modern.